So it's really been a long time since I've done any kind of unboxing on the channel, but today it's going to change because today I got 4 giant packages in from 4 different people. They're also very heavy, and I figured the best way to show you guys these packages was to just do it all at once. And so in these boxes, I've got something from Stadium Goods, I'm not sure what that is. I've got a pair of sneakers from a brand that I really like, a sort of newer brand. I've got a pair of early Yeezys, or I guess sort of early Yeezys, and then also a pair of Crazy Grail Air Jordans, a pair that I've actually been looking forward to for a while now. So why don't we just dive into this? What's up, everybody? I'm Seth Fowler, and today I'm unboxing a ton of awesome sneakers. You know, this would be so much easier if I just used the table that I have that I use for B-roll, but there's just a focusing issue that I have with that table for some reason. The camera focuses on that instead of me. It's a whole big thing. So I just like doing these, you know, in my standard seat because I just feel like it's honestly easier for me. So why don't we start things off with the first package. This is a big, I guess, semi-gloss box from Stadium Goods with Stadium Goods written across the top in gloss. This did come in a larger shipping box, but I actually needed extra boxes to ship out shoes for the $20 sneaker collection, so I used that box for that. But I haven't actually had a chance to open this up yet, so I have no idea what it is. But I'm assuming based on the thickness of this box, it is probably not a pair of sneakers. I guess let's just open it up and find out. So here we go. Thank you to Stadium Goods for sending this out, by the way. Unless it's something weird, in which case I'll take it back. But let's open it up, see what we've got. Oh, nice. Okay. So it looks like we've got the Complex Sneaker of the Year book, which is very cool. And then we've also got some sort of a, I guess, card holder here. But there's also a note, which will probably tell us what all this is. Thank you for being a part of our family. Enjoy this exclusive copy of the Sneaker of the Year, signed by our friend, legendary sneaker shopping host Joe LaPuma, and a custom candle. Thank you so much, Andre. I really appreciate this. This is sick. So this is actually a candle. I thought this would be some sort of card game. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought that. Ooh, it's got that wooden wick. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. You've got Stadium Goods across the front. Very cool. Let's check out this book. Okay, this is more difficult. There we go, than I thought. Okay, so this is Complex Sneaker of the Year. I don't know how long this book has been out. Maybe since last year? Honorable mention, the Nike Roshi Run. I remember when that shoe was popping. That's crazy. This is actually really sick. The Balenciaga Arena. Just sold one of those on the $20 sneaker collection. Adidas Ultra Boost. This is really cool. I dig this. So is this like every sneaker of the year for the last, I don't know, 20-something years? Yeah, okay, so it goes up to 2020. So you've got the Off-White Jordan 5, another shoe which we just traded on the $20 sneaker collection. Very cool. I'll have to take a look at this. This is awesome. So next up, we've got a box that came all the way from England. This is a pair of sneakers, which I've actually reviewed on the channel. Not this exact colorway. And what's really cool about this brand of sneaker is that it was actually co-founded by a YouTuber named Kelux. So I don't know exactly what colorway this is, but I do know that this is a pair of no two-way sneakers. And you guys might have seen my review like maybe a month ago on the last colorway that dropped, the blue colorway. But this one, I'm assuming is not the blue colorway. Probably that colorway right there. This one comes, ooh, this is actually super fire. So this one's like a knit version that comes in black and white with sort of an icy blue outsole. This is actually really fire. Yo, shout out to No Two Ways for this. Thank you guys so much for this pair of sneakers. I'm assuming by this point this pair is probably already sold out because I didn't get a chance to go to my UPS box until this morning, and I'm pretty sure they sent this to me like last week, but I genuinely love this shoe. They did an incredible job. You've got some semi-translucent mesh there, which would show really nicely with a pair of Apothecary socks. Shout out to Apothecary. We've got a drop coming up on Friday. But this pair of shoes looks incredible. The knit feels really nice. It's incredible how they've designed a whole new shoe from scratch. Not only that, the shoe is priced at like 100 pounds or like 130 US, which is pretty incredible for such a nice quality shoe that's actually seemingly made from scratch. I actually wear the blue pair all the time, probably 2 to 3 times a week. It's just right by the front door, super easy to throw on, very comfortable shoe. It looks great too. And this new colorway is super clean. That's something that I will definitely be throwing into the rotation. So thank you guys so much for this. Rockwell Princely and Kelux, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for this pair. Love it. Next up, we've got a pair of what I'm assuming is early Yeezys. I've been doing so many Yeezy reviews over the last like 2 or 3 weeks. I think I've done like 5 or 6. It's crazy. I don't know if I'm mentally prepared to do another one, but I did want to buy this pair of shoes just so I could at least review all the new models, at least all the ones that I can get my hands on. And I've never actually seen this pair in person, so I'm super excited about this. So this is the Yeezy Basketball Knit, the latest Yeezy silhouette from Adidas. This shoe actually did have a shock drop, I think in the end of November on Yeezy Supply, but it is not yet released officially, and I believe the official release date is December 18th. So I'm very excited to review these, try these out. I probably won't be doing a performance review because I just don't have access to a basketball gym. And I don't want to ruin the tread, like playing outside of my neighbor's basketball court, but not basketball court. It's a driveway basketball hoop. I don't live in some fancy place. It's literally just they have a hoop in their driveway, and also I haven't asked, so I feel like it'd be weird if I just showed up and was like, yo, I'm testing some shoes in your court. Is that cool? No? Okay. So in order to avoid that situation, I'm just not going to review these performance-wise. I'm just going to do a lifestyle review. Okay. But here they are, the Yeezy basketball knits. These remind me a lot of the Yeezy 350 V2 compacts, which we did just review a couple days ago. So this shoe is pretty interesting looking. It's got this giant sock ankle area that's sewn onto the top of the shoe. I think that the entire upper of this shoe is reflective. It's not reflective on the 350 V2 compacts, but this one apparently is. It does look like the knit is a little bit different and a little bit stiffer than the compacts. You've got a midsole and outsole that's almost identical to that of the Quantums. I think it may actually be. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks very, very similar. There's actually a lot of padding in there, a lot more than I expected. I thought it was just gonna be like a knit, but there's actually padding all up and down the entire ankle area of this shoe. I bet it's probably not the easiest shoe to put on, to be honest, but you never know. I'm surprised that it's not as hyped as I thought it would be. I bought this pair off Goat Instant Ship, and even on Goat Instant Ship, I think I only paid like $360, and this shoe retails for $300, and that's what, like a week and a half before the official release of this shoe, so I'm assuming the hype just isn't there for these guys. However, I do have to say that visually, I really don't mind the way that they look, and I actually like the way that they look better than the Quantums. But maybe they feel similar to the compacts, and they feel incredible underfoot, and people will buy these instead of the compacts. I don't know yet. I'm going to do a full review on these guys in the very near future, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. Nice looking sneaker. If you guys want to grab these off Goat, I have left an affiliate link to Goat in the description below. But we'll try these out later today. Super excited about those. And then the final sneaker that we got in today is actually a shoe that I was really excited about when I bought it. And then a couple days later, something awful happened, and now I'm not as excited about it just because, you know, it's kind of a sad topic. But this is a pair of off-white shoes. I actually bought this before Virgil's passing, probably like 2 days before he passed. I didn't realize, you know, what would happen a couple days later. So I am, of course, happy to actually have it. This is a shoe that will probably never leave my collection because of how much Virgil has actually influenced me personally. And, you know, it's really nice to have pieces of his work. So, I don't know. I want to be really excited about it. I think I am still very excited about it, but obviously there is a little bit of a, I don't know, like a cloud over this unboxing. I did buy this pair from StockX. I found at the time they had the cheapest price on this shoe, so that's where I bought it from. It took a lot longer to come in than I expected. You guys probably know what these are from the box. This box is actually really, really nuts. Wow, I had no idea the box looked like this. That's crazy. So this is the Off-White Air Jordan 2 in the white and red OG colorway. I didn't realize the box was this amazing. This box is super, super cool. That's one thing that Virgil always did really well. He always put a lot of effort into the boxes and always did something insane. And this box is absolutely insane. The top half of the box has your Air Jordan 2 Wings logo. It comes in this nice sort of like white or cream color. And then the bottom half of the box is just clear plastic, which is super interesting. I've never seen this done before. So, very, very interesting box. But let's open it up and see the shoes. I also have never seen these shoes in person. I'm super excited to see how he did the midsole. So let's pull them out. They each seem to have their own individual dust bag, which is very cool. So my original intent with these shoes was to do a review, and that's why I bought them. I bought them to do a review and then have them in my collection. I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. If you guys would like to see that, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. But, yeah. This midsole is wild. This shoe is designed to look like a game-worn pair of Air Jordan 2s from the Nike archives, and that's why the midsole is cracked. Now, what's interesting about this midsole is that it looks like it's all resin, and they just painted part of the midsole with this tan paint to make it look like it was rubber. Maybe it is rubber, I don't know. There are some interesting cracks and creases in there which were meant to make the shoe look like it was falling apart, which is a really interesting touch. I do have to admit that honestly, it does look better online than it does in person. I feel like you kind of lose the effect a little bit when you're seeing it in person. The lines just look a little bit just pressed in. But online, it really does look like the shoe is falling apart, and I guess on foot, it'll probably look like that too. And I think it's really interesting that rather than going for that sort of deconstructed aesthetic, he went for a more, I guess, Nike history sort of look. You've got Michael Jordan's signature on there. Obviously, it's not a real signature. And then you've got the Off-White for Nike Air Jordan printed on the medial side of the shoe. But I do have to say I like the aged color that he used on the shoe. I really like this sort of like cream color that you see also on the eyelets. I like the fact that there is this exposed foam around the top of the sneaker. And I like that you have the sort of off-white face right there in the bottom of the shoe. But this shoe, I mean, honestly, is going to be a lot more meaningful now, especially because of, you know, when it released and sort of what was going on. I am really happy to have it. I'm not going to lie and say that this is my favorite Off-White Jordan sneaker. It's a great shoe. Don't get me wrong, it's not my favorite. I think that some of the shoes that he's done in the past I like better, like obviously the Air Jordan 1s, the Air Jordan 5s. I think for me this is probably number 3 or 4 on the list. I don't have any of the pairs of the Air Jordan 4, so I don't really know too much about that shoe, but for me this is probably, I guess this would be number 3 after the 5s and after the 1s. Regardless though, it is still a great shoe, and it is still something I am proud to have in my collection. I haven't actually looked at the other side of the pair. I'm assuming it's probably the same thing. So here we go. We've got the shoe, obviously you've got the StockX tag, which actually looks like they changed it a little bit since last time I bought a shoe on StockX. You've got a couple different lace options. You've got red, you've got cream, you've obviously got black laces woven through the shoe. It is a really cool shoe. I love the effect that the midsole gives a sneaker, and I think the left shoe I like better than the right shoe because there's so much more of that sort of clear effect going on. This shoe is much more believable as a shoe that's fallen apart than this shoe, at least in my opinion. Because of the way that it's done. And based on looking at this, I think that that is resin. And I'm also interested to know how comfortable this shoe would be because you're walking on resin. You're not walking on a foam midsole. You know, for this shoe, I feel like it's more of an art piece than an actual product that you're supposed to wear. I mean, you can obviously wear it. It's designed to be worn. But for this, I feel like I might just put it on a shelf and have it as an art piece because of how really cool that is and how interesting that is. But guys, that pretty much wraps up the unboxing for today. Sorry we ended on kind of a sad note, but let me know in the comment section what you thought of all the sneakers that we unboxed today. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.